Hey guys, today we are talking about more player races, specifically a half-elf. Now half-elves do not form a race unto themselves, but rather they can be found amongst both elven kind and men. For details of the typical half-elf, see Advanced Dungeons & Dragons Monster Manual under the heading Elf. A character of half-elven race can play as a cleric, maximum of 5th level, druid, fighter, maximum of 8th level, a ranger, maximum of 8th level, magic user, maximum of 8th level as well, thief, or assassin, and an assassin, a maximum of 11th level. A character of half-elven race can also opt to become a multi-classed individual, including mixes of everything above. Half-elven characters who choose the cleric as one of their multi-classes aren't limited by that class's prescriptions upon weapons usable, but they are quite restricted in level. Half-elven characters who choose the thief class as one of their multi-roles are limited to the weaponry and armor of that class when operating as a thief. All earned experience is always divided evenly between the classes of the multi-class character, even though the character is no longer able to gain levels in one or more of the classes. Half-elven characters have a 30% resistance to sleep and charm spells. If the spells are cast upon them, a percentile die of 31% or better is required to allow the magic any chance of having an effect, and even then the saving throw against spells is allowed versus the charm spell. All half-elven characters are able to speak the common tongue of men, their alignment language, and the following: Elvish, Gnome, Halfling, Goblin, Hobgoblin, Orcish, and Gnoll. Half-elven characters of above 16 intelligence are able to learn one additional language for every point of intelligence above 16, so that a 17 intelligence indicates the character can learn one additional language, and an 18 intelligence indicates 2 languages can be learned in addition to those listed above. Half-elves have the ability to see into the infrared spectrum, so they are able to see up to 60 feet in darkness, noting varying degrees of heat radiation. Secret or concealed doors are difficult to hide from half-elves, just as they are noticeable by elves. Merely passing within 10 feet of a concealed door gives the half-elven character a 1 in 6 chance of spotting it. If the character is actively seeking to discover such doors, he or she has a 2 in 6 chance of spotting a secret door and a 3 in 6 chance of locating a concealed door. Now, from the Monster Manual, a half-elf is of human stock. They do not breed with other humanoid entities. They are handsome folk, with the good features of each of their races. They mingle freely with either race, being only slightly taller than the average elf, which would be 5.5 feet tall, and weighing about 150 pounds. They are able to detect secret entrances and the like, as elves do, 1/3 of the time. Half-elves have normal infravision. They do not gain the sword and bow advantages of their elven stock, but half-elves are able to progress simultaneously in 2 or 3 categories. Half-elves normally may attain maximum levels of 6, 6, 4 if strength is 17 or 18. The level of fighting ability can go to 7th or 8th. Similarly, if intelligence is 17 or 18, half-elves can attain 7th or 8th level magic user spells, as a 7th or 8th level magic user, rather. Half-elves are able to speak the same language as elves, as we stated earlier: Goblin, Orcish, Gnoll, Halfling, Gnomish, and Elvish, plus the alignment and common tongue. Half-elves live anywhere from 250 to 325 years approximate, at the long end of life. A half-elf, known today mainly through J.R.R. Tolkien's Middle-earth writings, but with origins in Norse mythology, is the offspring, possibly very beautiful and with magical powers, of an elf and a human. In Middle-earth, half-elves are the children of elves and men, and can choose either elvish immortality or the mortal life of men. The elf maidens Luthien and Arwen both chose mortality. Walking in 2 worlds, but truly belonging to neither, half-elves combine what some say are the best qualities of their elf and human parents: human curiosity, inventiveness, and ambition, tempered by their refined senses, love of nature, and artistic tastes of the elves. Some half-elves live among humans, set apart by their emotional and physical differences, watching friends and loved ones age, while time barely touches them. Others live with the elves, growing restless as they reach adulthood in the timeless elven realms, while their peers continue to live as children. Many half-elves, unable to fit into either society, choose lives of solitary wandering or join with other misfits and outcasts in the adventuring life. In more modern times, the Dragonlance series made famous the half-elf by one of the major characters in the novels named Tanis Half-elven.